There are moments in life when everything seems fine on the surface, but deep down, you know something is changing. Here are 5 undeniable signs that you are subtly outgrowing your current life. Sign number 1. Your commitment to the future is now greater than your attachment to the past. Your commitment to growth becomes a stronger presence in your daily choices. Of course, the past still matters. It holds your memories, your lessons, and everything that brought you here. But you've stopped trying to heal old wounds with temporary bandages, and you've moved past just meditating on what used to be. Something deeper inside you has shifted. This doesn't happen overnight. You might still feel the subtle pull of what once felt right, familiar, or meaningful. But as you move forward, you realize you can look back without turning around. Sign number 2. Rest feels like guilt, and work feels like resentment. This is a very specific, exhausting kind of burnout. It's the psychological trap of feeling incredibly busy, yet never actually moving forward. You try to stop. You try to breathe. But the exact moment you sit down to rest, a voice in your head whispers that you are falling behind. So, rest leaves you feeling guilty. Then, you force yourself back to work, but because you're exhausted, that work turns into resentment. You find yourself bouncing back and forth between the two, caught in a loop of constant friction. This mental clutter starts to cloud your judgment, making it impossible to find clear focus. The only way out is to stop negotiating with the noise. You have to pick a side, commit to it, and give it everything you have. Now, let's move on to the next sign. Sign number 3. You have stopped arguing with reality, and you are starting to notice exactly where you still negotiate with your comfort zone. Finally, you find a sense of peace. You've stopped fighting your circumstances and trading your energy for complaints. This is true acceptance. But look closer. Even when we accept our reality, we often surround ourselves with tiny distractions, cluttered habits that keep us locked inside our safe zone. Your core identity wants to expand, but it negotiates its boundaries to avoid the discomfort of real change. You fluctuate. You change your mind. You try on different colors and identities, searching for an easy fit. But the argument is officially over. You are finally stepping out of the loop, finding your stride, and pulling yourself onto the actual path of progress. Sign number 4. Comfort is starting to cost you much more than discomfort ever did. This is the moment of realization. You finally see the hidden bill for staying exactly where you are. Growth requires a one-time payment of temporary pain. But staying comfortable is a high-interest subscription fee you have to pay every single day. Sign number 5 is a quiet one. You can feel a massive shift coming, even though you can't quite name it yet. You simply know, deep down, that the current chapter of your life is over. It might feel a lot like anxiety, but it isn't. It is your intuition pulling you towards something new, because your old life simply doesn't fit who you are becoming. The things that used to make you feel safe now just make you restless. Do not ignore that pull just because you don't have a map yet. Trust the shift, and move before you are ready. Thank you for watching. If you felt these signs, it's time to stop waiting. Trust the process, step out of the middle ground, and take the leap. Your next chapter is waiting.